All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Alex from My for Traction, and today we're going to be reacting to Stephan Speaks. He was highly requested. He's what I call, he's the type of dude that, he's like the classy type of guy that they'll put on Black People Meet. The dating website, they'll put his face. Because this dude, it's like, this guy is like, I don't know, man. This guy is like, he's like a pastor. Like, he really is. So we're gonna be reacting to his videos. I've only seen one of his videos before. It was the one time when you guys told me to react to him. So yeah, and if you guys want me to react more to him or other dating coaches, you just let me know, and I'll make it. Okay. And yeah. And by the way, if you guys ever want to work with me one on one, turning on the incense, people, go to mindforattraction.org. Today's the last day to get 20% off all of my courses, 20% off coaching, and today we're doing a live stream. So hand in your question either through Patreon or through my website, where you guys can ask the email question, right? And so that I can answer them today. So yeah, and if you guys want to get private one-on-one coaching where nobody knows about it, it's private, nobody knows, click on the description down below to call me one-on-one. All right, so let's begin this.
I want you to listen to this video with the mindset of understanding that being an option does not mean you are not a great woman. All right?
All right, and that is a fact. Being dumped doesn't mean you're not a great woman. Look, being cheated on does not mean you're not a great woman. Accepting it is the problem. You know what I'm saying? Too many people are accepting of disrespect behavior because they believe in the concept of forgiveness and forgetting. And a lot of people just use that as a way to rationalize their needy behavior.
Right? I think too many times women are internalizing when things don't work out with a guy that they like, that they want, and thinking, well, why am I not good enough? Why does he want me? Why am I not his priority and an option? Or why is he even entertaining other women?
See, it's all about me. Me. And look, and I totally agree with him. Usually it's not personal. Usually they just don't like you. Like, there is no, and let me tell you something. The craziest thing is that the people with the highest confidence, people with the highest self-esteem, don't take these things personal. They know how to let it roll off. And if you guys don't know how to do that, please check out the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This book, if you just devote yourself to applying it, this is the most important book of my life, to be honest with you. This is the most important book of my life. If you just apply what this says, if all the concepts that I teach on this channel will be revealed to you, because it's all about not taking things too personal. And when you're hurt, it's natural to assume that you're getting getting arrows thrown at you. If you got hurt once, the brain creates cortisol, which is a stress hormone, which warns you of something like that happening again, right? So let's just as an example, a black guy hits you, right? So as an example, black guy, or even like a fucking Indian guy mugs you, right? Give me your money, right? As an example. And then another, just by pure coincidence, another Indian guy, give me your money, takes some money from you. Next time you see an Indian guy, you're going to be a little suspicious, right? Why? Because your brain said, look, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. Next time you see something like that, you better tense up, you better release cortisol, and you better create a fear response of either fight or flight, because last time we got beat up. And so your brain begins to generalize and get defensive before you're attacked. And then let's just say a random Indian guy comes in, hey, sir, how are you? And then, oh my God, don't mug me, right? And so when we get rejected by people, we've been hurt in the past by our parents, right? By our friends. And so a guy rejects you because maybe he is depressed, and then you just take it personal. You let the past control what you see, right? Let's just keep going.
And not realizing that sometimes it just boils down to you two not being the right fit. So you can be a great, amazing woman, and yet
I thought he was going to say a great American woman. I'm like, okay, Stephan.
he is not designed to not only see your value, but pour into who you are.
Yes.
And so, if anything, take the fact that this is not, take the signs as a wake-up call to free yourself from an unfulfilling situation
Yes,
that
sir.
isn't going to go anywhere, and save yourself time from holding on, hoping for more.
But then some of you guys are just hard headed. Cause even if you hear that, you be like, "But how do I get him back?" I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like I've gone through that speech. I'm like, "Look, baby girl, and she's like, "Yeah, look, he cheated on you with your sister. Okay. He kicked you out when you were pregnant. Okay. And he left you on Christmas. Oh, no, that's really horrible. And I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I think we know what we got to do. And she's like, yeah, I know. So how do I get him back? I'm like, oh god. And you try, because you get it, right? They're in a desperate state. We all have gone through that. But that's not an excuse. You have to transcend that. It's not easy. It takes effort. It takes bravery. But you have to do it.
More, and now set yourself on the path to receiving so much better. But let's give you some of these signs. So, sign number one, you are just an option to him, is that you always have to be the one to initiate. So here's the thing. I want to make clear, I do not believe in the whole make a man chase you, all right? I'm a firm believer that no one should be chasing after anyone. It's about two people coming together, making a mutual effort to build an amazing relationship.
And that's totally true. But it doesn't hurt to sometimes sprinkle in there a little bit of, is she losing interest? It doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about like fucking full-on manipulation, dude. We're talking about you just say, you know what? He's been hanging around me too much. This weekend, I'm going to hang around with my girls. And this is the thing. This is why I say this. It's because sometimes when we're in love, when you're so thirsty that you drink water, and because you're so thirsty, you don't even realize you drank the whole water, right? And that's the thing, right? When we love somebody, or even crackheads, right? When they're so cracked out, they think they're talking to you like this. But in reality, they're so cracked out, they're really talking to you like this. And they think they're just calm, right? When you're in love, sometimes when you have a needy or even a insecure attachment style, when somebody rejects you or when you like somebody, there's almost an uncontrollable mechanism. Emotions you can't control that come straight from your amygdala. Emotions that come from memories of you being rejected by your parents. Remember, the way you remember your childhood memories or even your infantile memories when you were a kid, it's not through conscious memory because your neocortex wasn't developed. You remember it through having an emotional experience, like just feeling uneasy or even feeling needy when somebody rejects you. You're like, why do I always feel needy? That's your brain, your child brain of remembering, right? You don't remember the event, but you remember the feeling. And those emotions are so uncontrollable that sometimes you need guidelines. It's like when you have a friend who works for you, he's late 3 times, but because you love him, you don't fire him. But if you have a guideline that says if he's late 3 times, you fire him, you're like, look, bro, I know I love you. I want to keep you, but the guidelines say I have to fire you. Without those guidelines, you would have naturally gave him a little bit of leeway. That's the point of all of these strategies, right? They're meant to help you overcompensate when you have too much, when you see in the world through fog of emotion, where you don't have a self-awareness of how you're coming across because you're so happy. So these strategies are meant to help you, to nudge you in the right direction.
Relationship, all right? So that will require you making effort as well. But as I stated, no one should be chasing. Essentially, it should never be a
Totally. Okay, yeah, exactly. It shouldn't be a one-way street.
Sided relationship.
Yeah.
And so when you have to always be the one to initiate, that's a problem. And the reason why it can get a little confusing is because there are scenarios where when you reach out to him, he is receptive. Like, okay, as long as you call him, he does talk to you, he'll make time to talk, and all these things. And there's a level of...
I sped him up. He's not on crack. So, and what he's saying is true. is that they reward your chasing because you're like, but when I texted him, he sounded happy. I'm like, that's not the point. That's not the point.
That's a good thing, right? And again, I feel the need to say, well, before I mention that, let's stick with this for a second. It's a good thing that he's willing to make time when you reach out to him. It's a good thing that he's receptive to you in those ways. But if he is unable or unwilling to ever stop and say, well, let me reach out to her. Let me initiate us spending some time together. Let me try to make some things happen. Then even if we can make the argument that he does genuinely like you, he's clearly not ready or able to be what you need to have a successful relationship. Unless you can honestly say to me, you're going to be completely okay and happy for the rest of your life, always being the initiator. If that's the case, so be it. But I think if we polled most
And the only time I will accept that is if you're having an affair, right? Well, if you're having an affair, motherfucker, don't hit me up. I'll hit you up. You see what I'm saying? And the only reason why that works is because you're telling him, I'm going to hit you up.
women, that's not going to be the case. You want to see him make effort in that way as well. And so, yes, it might just be that and I know people say no one's that busy. I was going to say he might just be super busy.
Get the fuck out of here.
I will say this. Do I think...
Bro, even surgeons. I've known surgeons that texted. I've known surgeons that texted. There's no excuse. Look, not even Putin. That dude has time to text. Like, seriously. Like, it's like honestly, there's never been a real unless you're in prison and you got in prison in a foreign country. I better see papers.
Everyone makes time for what they want to make time for. Mm-hmm. I always say to y'all, some men have more time to give than others. Plain and simple. Some men have a lot more going on than others. But even if that's the case, even if he's just a very busy guy with limited time to give, unless he is able to step up in the way that you're going to be happy with, then again, it just says this isn't time for us to move forward. And yes, it can just be saying to you, you are an option to him. And sometimes an option...
Which means an option just means you're not his number one. And it could be that, there is my job, and then there's you. And it's kind of like, I personally, I wouldn't want to be second, but that's just me. A lot of you ladies accept that and accept the thinking that you're going to be happy until you realize that it's not as fun as it looks. Some men are not wired to be in a relationship. Then you have to recognize that they don't see it, but you have to see it and accept it and not even be with them because a lot of the times you're just wasting our time.
Doesn't mean you're an option as in one of many women I'm contemplating dealing with or getting with. It could simply just mean that, listen, I have other things right now that I deem more important than trying to build a relationship with you. Or, to be honest, very good chance that he doesn't see this as something serious. He may enjoy talking to you. He may enjoy the time that's spent, but he's not into you enough to want to make it a priority to pour into you and initiate as well. But before I wrap up this point, let me make this clear. If you are a woman and you are in this situation, well, you are a woman, chances are. If you are in this situation or find yourself in it, do not simply jump to the conclusion of, oh, I've been the one to initiate. He's not serious. I'm ending this. I'm walking away. Always sit down and talk about it. Give him the opportunity to correct the issue or to explain the issue.
And it depends how long you guys been together. But yeah, I totally agree. Just personally, I will slowly just start pulling away until he says, hey, what's going on? You got to realize people who like you will notice that. I would talk to him if you've been with him for a while. That's true. But if you just met him, just pull away, start pulling away, start not texting, cancel a date, whatever. Let him notice. Just say, yeah, are you okay? Lately you being a little busy, cancel the last few dates. Is everything good? Then you say, look, baby, it just feels like I'm not your first option. I prefer to do that simply because it's always better to let them come to you. He might not agree, but that's just me because, again, in the beginning. Now, if you guys have been together for a while, more than 3 months, you guys are a label, then, yeah, I would definitely speak to him and see what's going on, all right? And he better give you the right answers or else. Anyways, this is it for today, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Brother Stephan. Congregation, clap for Brother Stephan. He preached this morning. Looking like... reminds me of like TD Jakes, but like the N-shaped version. But yeah, man, I really appreciate your videos. Stephan Speaks. I'm gonna be reviewing more of your videos. Let me know who else you guys want me to review. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm always trying to bring variety to this channel. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, either through a private conversation on the phone where nobody knows, click on the description where it says work with me, or through an email, or become a Patreon supporter. All right? And then you can ask me one question per month. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, ladies. So finally, I have released my second course for women, which is natural chemistry. This course is a 5-week course. 5-week course where every week you're gonna get a new set of videos based on specific issues. This course is all about how to create and maintain the attraction in any man. This will help you create love. This will help you deepen the love with your man. This is not about manipulation. This is not about playing games. This is genuine, natural chemistry. No more short-term partners. No more being fooled. Why? Because I will reveal to you not only how to create attraction in the first week, but also how to understand male nature, how to understand their tricks, how to prevent from being too attached, signs that he's the wrong guy, signs that he's a narcissist, signs that he's a mama's boy, signs that he's an emotionally available guy, emotionally unavailable guy. We go over everything. We go over this third week, setting boundaries. We go over the third week, controlling your emotions, right? Setting boundaries, fourth week. Fifth week, embracing your masculine and the feminine, right? And on top of that, I have over 10 different bonuses. 10 different bonuses. My Lord have mercy, right? With a money back guarantee. The bonus are: 1, the natural chemistry, over 10 hours of content, right? The breakup formula, how to deal with a breakup, right? The connecting with your man, right? Establishing a life of abundance, social mastery, understanding your dark side, the goal setting seminar, which is about how to set and achieve goals, practical mastery that will teach you how to master anything, the laws of human nature. I have a book club for the laws of human nature with over 4 hours of content, right? The transformational seminar in a pocket, which is my mindfulness seminar, and the Chase audiobook. This originally is $1,800, but you get it starting at $97, ladies and gentlemen, right? $97. We have different packages, but all of this starts at $97. And you know what? You can check it out for free if you want. Yeah, for all the freeloaders, I have free videos just for you. Free videos, all right? So you could just check it out for free, and then you could get out. Nothing wrong with that, all right? So, and on top of that, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. That's right. No questions asked. I don't mind. I just want you guys to check it out, because I know when you take one look, you're going to want to buy it. I can promise you. Just like my other course, the psychological game of attraction, it was a hit. You're going to love this one. This one is not about manipulation. This is genuine natural chemistry. Order it now, all right? I'll see you guys inside. Peace out.